time on the Curse of Star, the party has finally finished quite a few of their preparations as Honorin comes out of his mystic reading trance marathon. Quite a bit more verbose and sharp-minded than left him. At the moment, the party are enjoying a very well-earned deserved meal. Very well-earned deserved meal. As you guys debate what to do next, where will you head? Where will you head to now that you've had some time to relax and catch up on your sleeps? In addition, I believe Talmudin has attuned to the Archsage's heart. We're instantly learning of its abilities.
You see Terminus has been in a daze pretty much the whole day after the church. At some point he just kind of catches the stone, puts it away, shakes his head. He's like, I need a drink.
So, real quick.
Vasila, yeah, what's up?
You see Vasila wave him down. It's like, so what's the situation on the sauce beer? Because like, did he make you do the bet?
No, I gave him back the sauce beer to find a worthy owner.
Oh, okay. There's a no. Never mind. All right, we're good. Okay. Just didn't know if like you wanted it back or anything. Because all right, you're good. Yeah. Yeah.
My path is set.
Okay.
Good sister.
Okay. She kind of looks at this flaming stick she has. She's like, does it like unlight when I collapse it, or is it still like hot because it's just literally like a potion poured on a weapon?
It was a bit more than that, but once you take it in hand, once you take it in hand, like as soon as it's in your hand, it's lit. It doesn't seem to be controlled in that way by something you can do or not. It simply is.
She's gonna take a moment to like try to. The dilemma here is she's holding on to it, trying to do this. She's gonna try to post on the wall, but let it stand upright for a moment and lean on, so when it hits the wall, it doesn't fucking immolate everything. So you see her in a corner, just like, okay.
Oh, folding and unfolding it. I don't know if it still is, but it was a bonus action.
Okay,
Just-
yeah.
So,
Yes, that still is the case.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of took it for granted. I carried it for so long, I forgot about that.
You did that as a rogue? You're crazy. That's your cunning action, dog.
It's a finesse weapon. So, yeah. It's a frightening finesse weapon.
Fair.
You can always have it identified by one of your spellcasters here. The nerds don't really have anything better to do usually. Yeah, no. At the moment, I think the time is about 7 p.m. The party can either continue any preparations they want to do, any places that you might want to explore in the town, see how some things have changed. Maybe check up on some old friends, some old enemies. Or you guys can choose to go to bed early.
Oh, I want to go to the Blue Water.
Discuss it. Certainly.
I did the thing with honor him, and I'm like, you ready?
Kev?
There's one thing I might want to try before going to bed. Given that the Baravian Traveller resets at dawn, It could be a very good. See where one to me.
I walk over, kind of look at you like, it's a lot less fun, but okay.
It could theoretically only take 5 minutes or so.
We will go.
Or no time at all. I'll send for Victor.
As in, like, you do ascending to Victor, or is that something that Arno says? Sorry.
Yeah, I can get my flying monkey Nico. I can send him.
Yeah, don't forget you also have Lancelot, Victor's familiar.
Yeah.
Now, Lancelot. Victor, come here. We need you.
Yes, indeed. I do contain another spell the Master would be quite excited to share with you. I think he may have forgotten it, but I do get the sense that we are short for time. He'll kind of like hop up like next to you. So, now, you can see the Baravian Traveller is a disc, essentially. And it has like the location that indicate is it
Dan froze.
locations. The locations eligible. Hello? Hello. I am speaking
no, we
in
hear-
talk.
we hear
There you
Yeah,
go.
speak.
You're back.
There
You're
we
back.
go.
You're back.
Where's back from the
Bum, ba, bim, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching for.
He can't hear us.
Idiot ama zacznie zawsze. Sein, באמת עכשיו, זה היום זה לא ייגמר.
That was a good bit.
I'm glad that was recorded.
Sein behind. Okay, that's hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yeah. You still can't hear us. It seems to be a one-way bypass. Bye.
Well, anyways, I was thinking about it, casting it. Maybe the portal will show us the way, and then we don't even have to go. Or maybe it doesn't, and we could jump through it,
Yeah.
see what it is, and come back.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got to find out. I am much happier with us finding out now what this shit will do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm totally okay with it.
What do you think
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Good.
You guys now.
Oh yeah, no, we could hear you the entire time.
No. What? What do you mean?
Yeah. Dude, I was Daniel, I was singing along,
Mav was
bro.
singing a duet with you, man. It was great.
Please tell me it wasn't recorded. Please
Oh,
tell me.
yes. That was the first thing I checked on.
If there's anything in this campaign I need clip specifically, it's that.
That was fun.
Apologies.
Don't.
Apologies for.
I got great enjoyment out of that. There's no reason to apologize.
Right. Okay. Wait. Welcome back, guys. Apologies for the technical difficulties. believe the body was headed to the Blue Water Inn for a bit of
Nope.
partying.
Honorum derailed us. He came up with some alternate idea.
Ooh,
Victor's
okay.
coming to see us.
Ooh, okay. Right, indeed. So you're calling Victor over. Victor, yeah, it takes... As you inform him, the cat can consider the cat can like close his eyes, open them, and like just for a moment, they're human eyes. And as he looks up at you, and now in Victor's voice, he says, Master Honor, how can I help?
Quickly, come here. We need your help.
Yes, of course. He sounds so excited. Like the connection, kind of, like these
Golly,
different
you
little
need
heads
my
kind of
help.
and then let's see. It takes about 20 minutes, and you guys hear like the sound like it's like it sounds as if the character wouldn't notice, but it sounds as if somebody recorded the sound of a horse sprinting, and then put the play speed on ×2 speed. It says like, and when you guys look outside, you guys see a horse. Its legs kind of hitting the concrete like much faster than they should. It is panting like hell, and atop it is Victor. When he as your guards go to help him off his horse, you guys see that he's so excited. Like as he gets off the horse kind of like kind of staggers and then kind of collapses, and your guards are like, ah, like have to hold the horse up and help him. You would very much easily recognize that he must have cast haste on the poor horse. Because he wanted to be here so quick.
Damn.
Here, you drink this Red Bull.
Hi. Like as kind of like stops, like slicks his hair back, straightens his clothes, adjusts his hood, and kind of like scratches the scar on his face. Victor's yellow eyes look through, and he opens the doors. Oh, hello, Master Alrim.
Welcome, Victor. Thank you for attending post haste, although your mount seems rather fatigued.
What? Oh, she could use the exercise. Poor. It's just the after effects of a haste spell. She'll be right as rain. See?
Excellent.
After 12 seconds have passed, yes, which is fine.
So this, the reason I brought you here this evening was to, we're going to experiment with this little trinket you gave me, the Baravian Traveller.
Oh yes. I didn't think we'd be studying on it so soon. Teleportation.
There's 4 compass positions, correct? One for each portal and one for home.
One for each.
Circle.
Yes, indeed. One for each teleportation circle. I believe that perhaps my mouse has fallen. That perhaps the others would lead to the seats of the ancient kingdoms, where once were the different cities in Barovia. Vallaki itself was once the kingdom of Vallaki. You had the duchy of Kresk, and so on and so forth.
What compass position is Vallaki?
This. He'll point to the one the disc is pointing to. I can't make out the runes. I can't make out what the runes say, but I believe that they must indicate Vallaki, as that is where the disc was found. I hardly imagine someone teleported somewhere else using this disc and then brought it all the way to Vallaki.
Okay, so there's this disc. On the disc, there are 4 sets of runes around it. Is that what I'm...
Yes.
Okay, and the one set of runes he points to, if I was holding the disc up, put it on the bottom to be south side of it. I could say.
Essentially, I would say, because Honorim, you are a particularly sharp fellow, and let me see, who in the party has knowledge, who has skilled with perception, or let's say nature, and are in the room and might be looking over it.
I got perception.
And plus 10 in nature.
I think Fisk has expertise in perception.
Yeah, feel free to.
I can
I got
add
a
for
26.
perception. That's right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there is, like amongst the part, between you guys all know quite a few languages, but none of you really recognize. They don't look like anything even remotely resembling Elvish, anything, or Draconic or any of the, obscure languages. They don't seem to remind you of any magical runes you might have run across on him of any kind. You're not really sure, but then Tom and Visilla, Stella, you definitely had a lot. Yeah, something kind of strange seems about it.
Hold on.
And kind of, you kind of put your, you kind of like tilt your head a little bit, and maybe you kind of like put your finger on the half of the rune, and then you move your finger and you realize it's not a rune, it's a little drawing. The one for Vallaki is basically 2 boar heads, two very simplified like boar heads, kind of like touching like this. And then,
Okay.
like when you cover one of them up, you realize, oh, it's a boar head. You guys would remember perhaps that the boar is the emblem of Vallaki.
All right, with that knowledge, can we take a look at the other 3 and see if we
Certainly.
can ascertain which is which?
Certainly.
Can I
Cover
spend
the-
charges and do legend lore on top of it?
Oh man.
I can burn 3 charges off of the stone, right?
God, yeah, you can. God damn, do clerics get legend lore? I forgot about that.
Yeah. So whatever legend, I don't have that in my list. It's not a, but I know it's a.
Yeah, no, clerics get legend lore. Sexy.
You burned.
So that would be, yeah.
What did you burn on me? Greater restoration.
Yeah.
Right,
Just
which
make-
burns
yeah,
3
just make
charges
sure you
as
have
well.
the-
And I took the charges off. This burns me out though. It's worth it.
Until tomorrow, though, right?
Very nice.
Yeah. I don't get the full thing back, but it'll creep back. It's like I burnt a lot of points on my stuff, so.
Let me see. The law might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing is named isn't of legendary quality, you can earn information already. However, the thing, the more precise indeed. You learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative. These names. What? Okay, so Tomagen, what do you describe about this disc? Because from reading this, it kind of reads, the more you put in, the more you get out.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it, and I look at Artem, and I'm like, tell me everything you know about this. And
It was found in the treasure rooms of my family's house. It was just kind of tossed there, but I realized what it is. I'm sorry. Mr. Arthur, figured I might know more. I can sense that I can detect magic revealed. There is a teleportation related spells on it, and which is something that I'm very passionate about. I believe it was used to travel between the cities. And as you guys, kind of do the thing where
Right.
you hide one half of the symbol, you see that the symbol are such: a raven, a bear. Hold on, just double checking. A
Or
raven, a bear, and a dragon.
Argynvost. Bear. Barbarians. They relate to bears, don't they?
I'm uncertain. I would not believe that the barbarians of Barovia would have access to such magic. Maybe.
Not now.
They are mysterious.
Not now. One time things were
The
different.
dragon Argynvost only came here about 200 and something 3 years ago. Would they have established a large enough presence to warrant a teleportation circle?
Or they went where it was already at.
He literally snaps his finger. Talmadjon, you might just stumble onto something here. So, as you give the information onto the spell, as it were,
Right.
you see this. Like when the spell triggers, you kind of see as a stone-like tablet, kind of see-through, materializes in the air. And as you finish describing, like it kind of seems to be listening to Victor as well, seeing as you just allowing him to do so. The writing begins to appear. This is called a disc of transportation. It was created by the assassins of the Baal Verzi in order to ensure quick and secure movement between locations in a hurry. It was
was this the same
Taint.
assassins that with the mirror?
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
It was retained by the head of the guild so that he could visit each of the guild halls within the land formerly known as the land currently known as Barovia. The other currently at this point, the location will take the Vallaki location is located in the Hunters Guild Hall in the basement. The other locations will take you to Castle Ravenloft, as indicated by the Raven. The Bear will take you to Kresk, and the Dragon will take you to Dragon Peaks, which Dragon Peaks are no longer known by that name, or Dracula der Matan, as they were known at the time. At the moment, it is known for the location of Argynvost. It's Lenka Mountain. The teleportation circle is not located within Argynvost itself, but within a cave that was once formerly the hiding place for the guild hall.
Excellent. Excellent. So, Victor, you have used this?
No. I after after my previous experience with teleportation, didn't think I'd be okay to use it myself directly. I did have it so that one of my cats would use it. And I was able to return them.
I set it for Vallaki, and I
Nation spell.
use it.
Okay.
What happens?
You get as part of the legend lore, it would also say that to use it, all you need to do is twist the center down in places, and then you tap the rune associated with it.
I'm curious, does it open a portal or does it teleport?
Honorim disappears. Honorim! You find yourself in complete and utter darkness. The air is heavy with dust. You can hear footsteps and talking above you in muffled tones.
I can see in the dark.
You can see in the dark. Never mind. You are standing in what seems to be a basement of some sort. The air is thick with dust, and large shapes are covered with cloth. You can see that there are even the circle that you're standing on is barely visible as such, and is partially concealed by what seems to be a large wardrobe covered in cloth. In the corner, there is a pile of broken weapons, and you see a staircase. A trapdoor with a ladder. Between the trapdoor and the ladder, it seems that there are quite a few dead rats and mice. This place, judging by the scent of this place, it hasn't been opened in a very long time. At least a few years.
He's sending to send a message to farm in a cellar. Footsteps of me attempting to make my way.
And I can send a short reply, right? With send? Or, dumbass, Warnoff loans my territory. Hang tight. And I start grabbing all my gear, and I'm like, we got to bail his ass out. Come on.
What? Where did he go? What?
Hey, Varys, he's in your lodge's cellar. Might be good an idea to come along here.
Yeah, coming. Sorry, guys. Got texted
That's
by
okay.
my wife about this cat. That's an issue. I'm coming.
Tarm hollers for his war horse, and since we're linked up, so he's meeting me outside, and I just depart. I assume Fisk is probably keeping pace with me.
I would assume so as well, for sure. Honorim, what do you do while you wait for them?
So how high is this trapdoor?
It's not too high up. It's only like about 10 feet up. Like there is like a little ladder that leads up to it.
Oh, I see. But you said these dead animals, like right at the base.
Yeah. As you approach, like it was a little bit hard to see, but as you approach it, it seems, like as you approach it, you see what seems to be like some kind of figurine, like in the center of almost exactly at the foot of the ladder. The figurine is of a person wearing a hood. His hand on his shoulder, a raven on each side, and he's holding a crossbow. Can you roll me a religion check? Honorim, I'm afraid. Let me see. Yeah. Honorim, although you don't recognize the specific figure, the way that something about it and the careful carvings on and around the base. You've seen such carvings before, at least repeated here. Some in some of your studies, they seem to be religious in nature. You guess this is some kind of ancient deity of assassins of some sort, perhaps even an ancient form of Nogorba or something like that.
I'll cast Mage Hand.
Moves out of the way. So you're just gonna like drop it, or do you take it with yourself?
No, I'm just gonna set it. Good for now.
Sure.
Could possibly be a fancy rat trap. I'll later. I will start to climb the stairs, the ladder.
You climb the ladder, which is a trap door. It's stuck. Oh, you do still hear voices above you.
Did I make them out? Saying anything?
This is definitely below you that you're hearing. The voices are mostly men, rough in nature, and occasionally you can hear the clink of weapons. Not like people fighting, but more like, as people move, like a scabbard kind of like box against some armor and such like.
What's the trapdoor made of?
Wood. You can see, now that you're actually right against it, you can see that like it has very ancient and worn out runes. With your arcana, with your arcane knowledge, you would know that this is likely an alarm spell, but judging by the looks of it, you think it's probably been disabled or offline for a very long time.
It doesn't budge when I push on it.
It doesn't, but as you try to, you can try to roll me in a strength check.
Sure, why not?
In the meantime, I would say that the rest of the party is, would be arriving. If you guys would take your horses, I think you guys would make it within 10-15 minutes or so. Honorim, as you try to push it, you lose your grip and you're like and you fall like on your ass onto the pile of like rat skeleton and mouse skeletons with a pump. The voices upstairs stop talking, and you hear the sound of somebody drawing a sword. After a couple of moments, you hear dunk dunk. Boy, kush vidadi yaza.
Invisibility.
Kush vidadi yaza. Что это? Сука. hear sound of like feet moving, things being moved aside, and some voices of surprise, and like some the sound of wood being pried up. And light will flood the basement. You would see. So now that you're invisible, you can see several rough-looking men looking down in surprise. One of them is going to cast down a marble, and the marble will start like tinging a little bit, and it will give off like a purplish dim light. 3 men drop down, looking around in suspicion. 2 of them has their sword drawn. One of them has a bow.
As soon as they all land on the bottom, I'm gonna Misty Step myself through the portal up top.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm going to give me just 1 second, and I'll move you to I'll move you to the other map. So just right. Meanwhile, the party kind of unmounts their horses, and as you guys arrive at the hunter's launch, there's evening time. Damage and Varys, who am I missing? Priscilla, you're missing. Let me just grab you.
I can't see shit. I can
How
see
about
shit.
now? You can see shit. Yeah, you guys can see that outside, a couple of the guards are stationed. The door is open. It seems that they were having some kind of event or engagement. You guys can see some bottles here and there, and the guard himself looks kind of drunk. Great company. What was it? Hello? Oh, did I get lost again?
No, we can hear
No,
you.
no, you're still there. I pushed Varys kind of at the guard, like, oh, go on, talk to him. I kind of pushed past a little bit.
Okay.
Whoa, Varys, hold on.
Oh,
There's a guy in the way, bro. It
Oh, I didn't
definitely
see that.
seems like they were having some kind of party.
okay.
You can like at least until now. Like there's still there's a table tables like with drinks, some like food and such, and here and there you guys see people seem drunk as hell. Honor him, you're outside. You guys can see Zdrovo, the head of the guild. He's standing in the corner with a white-haired woman, very young white-haired woman. Next to her is a black-haired young man, white shoulders. They seem to be. You guys gather just by the looks of things that there seems to be a wedding going on.
Excellent. I'm basically beelining it towards the.
You guys don't see Honor, but just Honor, you're the one who sees
Yeah.
everybody. The drunken guard repeats his question. Hey, you're the non fella.
Misty Step.
How's
Oh.
it feel having a lady stolen from you?
Drop in
'Cause
visibility.
now Darlin's got your wife. She's his wife now because you know what?
They'll just look around. Jesus.
Excuse me, friends. Are you? Don't we have work to do?
Damn it!
I just got to grab Varys by the sleeve, and I'm like, yeah, I think we came to the wrong place anyway. Never mind. And I just
think
kind of
so.
drag him down the stairs, just like, oops.
Felicitations to the bride and the groom. Good day.
You don't drink with us? Fucking outside.
No
Too
thanks.
good. Too good for Baravian.
We'll walk up. We'll walk up. Whoops, too close. I'm like, can you
Hey,
pass me
lady.
the bottle?
Right. You,
Come
the
in
blue
with
water?
me, I'll give you
Yep.
2 bottles. What's your name, pretty girl?
Hey.
Never mind.
Oh, go! I got a bottle for you. And like he's kind of like holding out a bottle,
this
but like,
city
the
is,
bottle's
like,
upside down, so the wine is kind of like draining out. It's like, oh shit! And like he tries like to kind of flip it like this, like catch it, kind of like flops
Lord, I should
over.
have never made a redhead in this system.
You didn't say anything about a redhead. You just said,
Look, the one day of comments of just walking around with the other two
That was
like
kind of
fire
funny. I
crotch
mean,
kids.
to be fair, it is a major plot point that a character has red hair.
Oh, jeez, is that what Strahd's into? Fuck. I need hair dye.
I
Yeah,
like
so as you...
Got some spell.
No, go ahead.
Water in?
just speaking with everyone there. Well, it appears it took me into the basement. They
Pretty much.
They obviously know it's there. Probably not the portal. It's storage.
That could be handy in the future.
Guessing someone had set it up there at some point, so maybe stuff in across Barovia is more connected than we thought.
Do me a favor. Next time you test that, take me or Fisk or somebody with you, or Basila, anybody. Just don't go alone. It never works out, really. I mean, you got lucky.
That was quite exhilarating, in all honesty.
Oh, it's fun. I'm not saying that. I'm guilty as charged. But yeah, let's go get a drink.
So, DM, would my character now know? Do you have to be touching other people to bring them? Do they have to be touching token?
They let me see what
Harry Potter
12
port
creatures
key.
are
Everybody
about
has to
one
put a
of the
finger on it.
Yeah.
You would need to be touching each other.
Okay.
So as long as you're touching another creature who is touching the original toucher, like you guys could make like a human chain.
Human
of,
centipede.
Right. Yeah, I got
exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it would work with a human centipede, but there's really no need to. Like will Honor tell you, yeah, it only works if you guys have your mouths on my asshole. I don't know. It's just how they made it.
He went there.
Anyways, take off. Anyways, here's my pants off.
Demand
You're the one who
inspiration
said human centipede.
I'm the one.
You're the one who
demand
said
inspiration
that.
for having to hear that shit.
Bastard. Okay, so the party's headed to the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah.
Okay, no problemo. Why don't you take a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the party is headed to Blue Water Inn, correct?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Let me just grab y'all. Just had you all, and now you've escaped my grasp. There we go. Okay. As the party heads to the Blue Water Inn, the quiet Barovian evening settles on your backs. There's not too many people in the seats straight tonight as the snow, as a bit of a snowfall is starting. Although compared to the mountains that you guys have been in not more than a couple of days ago. It's practically almost summertime for you. In fact, the streets almost feel peaceful after a fashion. You see shadows lengthening on walls as men tip their hats to you. Women smile, children, like children shyly wave. You guys, approach the Blue Water Inn when you guys. Ooh, you guys approach the Blue Water Inn where you guys can see lights, you guys can hear a song, and the sound of people generally being alive, and if not happy, then content. As content as one can feel in Barovia. Entering the tavern, you guys can see both Danica and Erwin. Entering the tavern, you guys can see both Danica and Erwin tending to the guests. It's a bit of a full night tonight. There's some familiar faces, some unfamiliar ones as well.
Yeah, that's my old token. That's I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah, I could get rid of it. It's I can get rid of it. My apologies. Boop, there we go. And boop, there we go. You guys can also see the Martikov children, Bram and Bray, playing with some of their friends up in the hill. They're tossing a ball around, screaming and laughing as they're chasing it. Their game lit by the lanterns, by the street lamps and the lanterns from the tavern. It has been a while since you've been here. Your more or less first home in Barovia. And despite its air of welcome and strength, and quiet strength, is a welcome reminder of the positive sides of the Barovian spirit. The doors are wide open.
After you, Mr. Temujin.
All right. Yeah, I just stroll on in, see who's here. Start making my way to the usual table, but via the bar.
Gonna follow it as this
guys,
completely new
Octavio.
stranger.
Octavio Van Richten is at the bar speaking quietly to Danica, whose face lights up as when she sees you.
Ugh.
Well, if it isn't a great company. What? Fancy you coming here into our humble tavern? She gives the party a glad wink as Van Richten raises his glass with a surly nod.
Glad to see he's not at home. Open it up.
Will you be here? Will you be having... We're having a bit of a celebration. We're having a bit of a celebration tonight. There's a wedding over at the Hunter's Lodge. So, everyone else who usually goes there to drink has come here. Well, and also, we are celebrating the return of drinks, of course.
Sounds good to me.
First round? The first round for tonight is on the house completely. Of course, any other food as well. No, she said first round. I think she meant like drinks tonight are on the house for the great company.
Amen to
Order
that.
whatever you like. You guys definitely all feel like at least 10 years older after your experiences at the Amber Temple. And while your rest has been welcome, you definitely could use it. some soft violin music can be heard coming from let's see, from the go away from this corner where a large man and a bald one are playing with. The bald one is playing an accordion, and the large man is playing a viol. Their hats in front of them have already gathered quite a few gold coins, about 17 or so. Something very, it's like somewhat a little bit familiar in the nods and smiles they throw to the party. But, they are made before, so I don't assume anybody is going to stop them. And once she takes your orders, Danica is going to go. Well, she's going to pass them along to Irvin. She's going to provide you guys with beer and ale. But if anybody wants something stronger, do let me know.
One round of the strongest you got that's not, paint stripper.
Well, we did get. Alright, well, we do have. There is a new drink that my father in law has come up with. It's called Dead Druid Head. And so far we've.
And he's frozen.
Pretty glowing reviews. I'll get you some of that.
What?
She'll go and pour drinks. She'll go and pour the drinks. If anybody else wants that as well, absolutely.
It's a round. I get it for everybody.
Oh, absolutely. There we go. Yeah, the tavern is a little bit less lively than you remember, but as they said, there is a wedding going on, literally right now.
What? What are you doing?
I concentrate on the Archsage's heart.
The Archsage heart? That's a good question. Tomajan, do you have it out and floating around you?
I have the Arc Scholar, don't I?
No, you have the Archsage's heart.
Oh, okay. All right. I had Arc Scholar. Yeah.
Yeah, so did
Sorry.
You have the charisma heart. Yeah.
All right.
I. Okay, so then I will do the
this is what it
Arch.
says,
I'll do the Arch Scholar heart then.
The Arch Scholar's heart, I think, is the one that you believe is in the company of
Babali Saga.
Babali Saga, thank you. And then the Arch Wizard heart, is you guys give it back to the winery so they can, grow their wines and stuff. So they can grow the things. So really, where 2 hearts are. Sorry, where 3 hearts are.
Well,
It's only the last heart that you don't know each other.
we know who has the heart. Where she is a completely different question.
The Archdruid heart, I believe, is the one that's you guys don't have solid direct info about, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, I'll try and focus in on the Archdruid heart while we're sitting here. While the drinks come. Miles.
I think the whole 20 music is farting around, but you see, as you cast the spell, the tavern does go a little quiet. The Grey Company have a great reputation in town, but that doesn't mean magic is not, scary to Baravians anymore. And, the cheers that kind of came up as you guys came in, quieter now. This woman kind of politely gives a nervous smile and moves to the opposite chair because apparently she was sitting on this woman. Sorry, delete that. But the tavern does fall quiet as all eyes are on you, and within 100 miles, you do sense the direction of. You kind of feel. It's almost like a tug in your chest. And you instinctively know the direction, and you know that it is in motion at the moment. And I'll just place you on the map of Barovia for a moment there.
Well, that was bright.
See it.
Big map.
Being as you guys are in Vallaki, you can sense the Archdruid heart. It is the smile as the indicator is not completely
Right.
accurate, but let me see. It is within a distance of 35 miles from you, deep in this forest, and it's moving from. It's moving from east to west.
Excellent. As soon as I get that, I drop the concentration. It appears the Archdruid Heart is north of us. 35 miles in transit from east to west. Good to know.
Yeah.
The spell worked. Supposedly, if that's seeking. I guess I could try it out to confirm its accuracy with your heart that you have. That's enough for
Not tonight. Not tonight. We can't. But yeah, it's
drinks.
well, drinks.
So,
Visca's
everybody who takes it.
laying down underneath the table with just opens a ration pack and just starts gnawing on what's in it.
I do make sure to hand him that drink, though. See his hand under the table.
It's only Constitution save. That shit is super strong. Sorry, Tom, that's a fail. You are now moderately drunk.
All right.
As are you, Honor. Honor him. Sorry, that's a 9. Honor him. You are rather shit-faced. Which
You only seen this
definitely
shit
has.
before.
Yeah, where before your IQ was like 150, your IQ now is a mere 120. While impaired.
Give me 3 more hours, I can get within the ballpark.
Bring up some minor illusions on the table of
You're
little.
merely the head of Mensa.
It's getting really, really difficult to do derivative calculus.
On the table, a dancing chicken appears and just starts dancing for us.
Move you guys back to the original map. Thank God for the Roll20 map arrangement thingy. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Wait, still outside?
As you do so,
Stubby!
the nervousness kind of dies away. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of generations, a couple of years, maybe Vallakians would be completely inured to magic. Dancing chicken has a little wizard hat. Let me see. So, Vasila, you're one tough woman. The taste of the drinks, the drink tastes kind of raspberry-y, And maybe like there's a bit of ginger in it too. Definitely like sweeter than you expected. It is quite strong. Not as strong as Scumble, but definitely something. This will get you shit faced if you have more than a round or two of it.
One's enough for me. Tarman is shaking his head. Woo!
Benedictine like get up with some. Benedictine gets up with some effort, using his he has that peg leg now, and then he sits. You can see that he's still not used to it, and he'll say, well, my friends, certainly didn't expect to see you still here in town, but I'm not complaining. I was hoping to have a chance to speak with you once again. At least once when I'm at least less drunk and more possessive of my senses. He'll wink at you on a...
I wake at him with all three eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the third one open? Oh god, people definitely
I have yellow eyes,
kind
white
of like
hair,
the way you
and a third eye. I mean,
I don't think people could
fair
guess
enough,
what
yes.
you are
Fair
if they
enough.
wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Is that?
Maybe you know what they've gotten used. Maybe they've gotten a little bit more used to you now. But you still kind of freak them out. Let's see. So he'll take a swig of his own glass and say, "Yes, what?" And he'll speak in a quiet voice. So, here's what I found while I was laying around uselessly. Strahd is making moves. He's been riding that damn fiery horse of his, or that damn dragon, at least once every few days, heading to different directions in Barovia. Something's got his tail caught. And I'm more curious what it is. Do you have any ideas? Has anything changed recently?
Oh, it changes every day. I just kind of you have no idea the places we've been
He
and
kind of
seen.
waits for you for...
Yeah, he's like, Darby just he does no, it's like, I don't even know where to start. But yeah, I mean, we've even been to, we made it, he lowers his voice. He goes, we made it to the Amber Temple and lived.
His eyes widen. And then he nods in very obvious, impressed respect. I've been searching for that place for quite some time. Yet here you are, found it. And not only that, you've returned. Tell me, did you find a way to defeat the bastard? They say that it is the source of his, it is where it began. The source of his powers.
Well, it's not like it's something you just go in and beat up and kill. I will tell you that. That is some scary stuff in there.
information is power. We have information. But I hope to use the quest on, but not till tomorrow. Let's have another drink.
Fair enough. God, you know I could use one. This damn thing hurts all the damn time. That Van
Feeks.
Richten will...
He seek something about his past. All we know.
Something about his past. Vampires, and if there's something that vampires can be tugged to by, it's their past. The last time they truly were alive, where they were truly happy. You might have something there. You can't help but feeling guilt. It always comes for them, whatever matters. But how do you truly feel guilt without a heart, without a soul? Well, you kind of, yeah, you can't like pat your heart on the back, but he'll kind of like on the table. Well done. Well done, all of you. I might be as useful as a bag of assholes right now. But you've been picking up my schlock. That's for damn sure.
Oh, speaking of guilt, any word from Liza? Just kind of chuckles.
Not Ivan. I have no idea. No idea what the hell happened.
Strange stuff.
I feared the worst. Perhaps Strahd ambushed her, killed her without my knowledge. I can't imagine that she just abandoned her quest. She wants Strahd gone more than even me.
Odd things. Odd things.
Odd indeed.
Oh, before we get too crazy, people, I think we wanted to make some kind of a deal with somebody. You wanted to talk to her, negotiate, correct? Yeah, saying everything but the one word.
Yeah, you see Vasily just mid-swig, close her eyes and just kind of lean back, just like still drinking.
I'm like, yeah, go ahead and give her a ring. Now's as good a time as any.
Does it like... Is it like ascending, or is it like... Bring her with you? Like, what's...
Van Lichten kind of like lifts his eyebrow, like, as he takes a sip, but...
Yeah, it'll make sense in a bit.
Sure.
Daniel, when I talked to...
Hi. I mean, hi.
What the fuck? When I talked to this hag and she gave me the... It's been a few weeks. When she gave me the instructions... Heralda. Thank you. On Heralda, when she gave me the instructions on contacting, was this like ascending, like a telepathic link? Was this we warp over as a group? Does she come here? What are the specifics?
Traditionally, hags, when one wants to call upon them, what they think, if I forgot to do so, I apologize, but she would have given you the small head of a vermin moving quietly inside a glass jar where it floats in preservative fluids. I believe for her it is the head of a toad.
My frog man? No. Alright. Did she give instructions on what would happen when we contact her using it?
Not particularly. She was a bit mysterious about it. She simply said to let her know. Kind of like looking at the toad blinks at you. Van Richten shakes his head and says, I hope you know that your
Yeah, totally.
Give me a deception check.
I'll roll disadvantage. That wasn't a good one. I cannot in good conscience give myself a flat roll in that deception. If I think if the me and my friends in another game agreed that if if you give a single word response on a deception or persuasion, you just roll disadvantage of like no.
His sigh
Yes.
is deep, and you can smell the alcohol in his breath like a sponge to the nose. Oy. Oy veyes mir. Well, at least I'm around to pull your ass out of the fire. Not that you try anything.
It's look.
If they've given it to you, it was with the intention of at least talking, not
Yeah.
fighting.
We're in a situation where we, good for us, the great company. We put ourselves on the map enough where things are less inclined to try to, fight us and more try to bargain. And compared to some of the shit we've been dealing with in the past few weeks, I'll admit this is a bit on the lesser side. Still tricky, but for once I actually feel like I'm in my comfort zone working with this. Comfort zone, not comfort. Well, you know what I mean. I just didn't get instructions on this damn thing, so.
You just talk to it. She can hear through it, and she might even choose to. She might even choose to respond through it.
Oh shit! See, I thought it was one of those things where you had like to smash it on the ground or whatever. But okay, good. You told me. I look at the frog. Can you hear me?
It's Toad. It says.
All right, fine. It's what the? Wait, does it say it's a toad? Wait, I missed that. I almost missed that. Did it just say I'm a toad? Actually,
Yeah.
she's like, okay, what the? Kind of like looks around to see if anyone else heard it.
Because people were kind of giving you guys a wide berth with Honorim's very overt spellcasting, it doesn't seem like people really noticed it. At the moment, Erwin and Danica themselves are also taking their meal. Then you guys definitely get the impression that unless someone is hiding it, then you're good. Nobody's noticed.
Darman is just impatiently staring at Drusilla like, well, do the thing.
Okay, fine, all right.
Yeah.
I like look at the jar. I'm like, all right, you little shit. You want to talk? I can hear you chewing through the toad. All right.
I'm sure. Sorry.
sorry. I'm distracted. I'm sorry. That's on me. I
It's
apologize.
alright. It's alright, dear. Although I will say, do try to be a bit more polite when addressing a hag. Unless you want to end up as literal little shits yourself. However, in the spirit of camaraderie and friendship, I will not turn your tongue into a turd, as much as it resembles one. I'm on my way.
Oh, all right. So like look around, kind of just pull an extra chair towards the table, kind of settle up. Okay. Honestly, I was expecting a lot more flair. That's perfect, actually.
There's a moment where, like, you guys, those of you with sharper eyes, can kind of see um, Van Lichten's hand kind of falls to like his jacket as he mutters something under his breath.
Read his lips.
Been a while. Yeah, of course. You have the straight up feet, right? So he's saying to himself in Elvish, God save me from drunkards, adventurers, and redheads. And let's see. After a few moments, in fact, after a distressing short amount of time, almost really just a minute or two pass before the doors open and an absolutely gorgeous woman walks into the bar. She's not wearing incredible fineries, but her clothes are that of someone who is, generally well-to-do. And as she enters, you see, like she greets people, with smiles and such, occasionally stopping at a table to say hello to one of the people sitting there. You definitely see those people who seem like they are a bit less well-to-do. Definitely recognize her. She'll smile at you guys and approach, sitting on this chair that has been prepared for her.
Evening.
And, my friends. Evening. She'll take a small marble from from a little pouch by her side, and she'll say, "May I?"
By all means.
She'll tap the marble. She'll tap the marble 3 times against the desk, and you guys will hear there's a bit of a ripple in the air itself as the air quite literally changes, and everything outside of the bubble sounds muffled. In the normal voice, she'll say, "We can speak freely. Those
Well,
of you,
go ahead.
Auntie Haralda, is at your service."
Well, if I may do almost the same. I don't hide it, and I basically explain what I'm doing as I do it. May wreak a little havoc in the bar.
I believe. Do you take out the stone?
No. This is just my own spell. No, this is just my own spell.
Okay, and that. Okay,
Yeah, this is just my
the
regular.
DC is normal.
Right.
Yeah, you can feel that she passed the save. Sorry, I'm not exactly fond of these. Not after. When you grow up, the daughter of a great hag, you tend to instinctively dislike any sort of compelled speech spells, and spells of truth and lying.
Doesn't
To
compel,
that
it just keeps you from
effect, I think
lying.
it's- She'll take a pink. She'll put it on the table. She'll take a knife and with a wet thud, the pinky separates from her hand. She doesn't even wince as she does so. You see the pinky begins to squiggle, growing tiny little legs, and becoming a small disfigured homunculus of some sort. Should anyone lie, then my little friend here will begin to weep. It hates lies so very much, even that of its mother.
Does it do anything else, or is it just like a lie detector?
She'll look at you, Vesela. Oh, it can do a great many things. Spy. Whisper tiny little secrets. Think like a child. Fly in the nightmares of others. Mess with one's potions. It's great for pranks on one's sisters, too, if one happens to be a hag.
Well, so what's this deal you wanted to make?
Well, you are the Grey Company. The first time we met, it was as enemies. The second time we met, we agreed to not interfere with each other. I will run my poor folk home, providing the poor citizens of Vallaki with my own pastries, while you do not try to attack me. But I am still one who has broken her mother's coven. The coven is still strong. She still has 3 daughters, as she has replaced me. But that doesn't mean that my mother has decided that I am free. I can never be free while she lives. And like as she says that, like there's a as she like peels part of the table up, like the wood is like. I know that you feel rather bad about the poor little kiddies that go into the pastries, and your poor unicorn friend. I know you would certainly be interested in getting rid of her, but I would also want you to maintain my secret and give me one little thing. Well, 1 or 2 little things that are at the windmill. In exchange, I can tell you weaknesses. I can get you there without her knowing. Many of our defenses would be down in that case. I can provide all kinds of help for you, Grey Company. The friendship of a hag is not something to be thrown away so easily.
Yeah, it is. That's all right. You haven't offered us anything we can't get elsewhere.
Truly? If you're thinking of simply arriving there by teleportation, you should know that my mother has placed a tracker. As soon as any kind of spell like that is activated, she will know. You thought that that's just because that she doesn't watch you all times? She knows where you are. She knows what you'd be thinking. The moment that you decide to get at her throat, you will find wolves there.
No, wolves.
Just, you know.
Sorry, continue. As the moment she says sorry, it just starts going on. Then.
I look down at Fisk and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything here, are you?
have no interest.
Yeah, with all due
How
respect,
about this? She'll raise a hand to interrupt you. Well, in that case, I was hoping to offer you a gesture of goodwill. And she'll reveal, like, hanging around her neck is what seems to be the upper half of a unicorn's horn. I was about to offer you this token of good faith, but it seems that you are completely uninterested. How sad. She freezes in place and looks at Van Richten. My good lady, pointed at your left kidney is enough firepower to turn it into a fine mist. Before you say anything, I know you know who I am. You are going to get up, unless my friends tell you to stay. And you have 3 days to get out of Vallaki, or else I'm coming for you.
Oh my god.
good way to pass the time.
Oh no, I am still Van Richten. I see. Well, gay company, do these men speak for all of you?
We have no interest.
You guys hear a soft click as Van Richten kind of like the safety of his gun off. Then you are a lot bigger fools than I thought.
No, but we don't want to mess up what we like to drink. I smile at him.
Van Richten smiles back. No, certainly. Come now, my lady. You are fools. My mother will wear your guts around her neck. Well, I suppose this is goodbye. She'll get up and walk away.
You have a good one.
The finger go with her.
Scylla, as
Yeah.
you do that, I'd like you to please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on. All right, you know what? Fine. I'll take it. I'll commit to the bit. I'm using the superiority dice for this bit. This is a good one. The bit prevails.
For a moment, for a moment, like there's a bit of a wart kind of starts growing on Vasila's nose, but then kind of stops, and it's just a little pimple, like on the side of your nose. You don't even notice it, Vasila.
Yeah, she just kind of rubs it like instinctively. She's like, That's what I thought. Didn't do shit.
And kind of like scratch it off, like, eh. Like you wouldn't even realize that she did anything. It's just like, my nose is kind of itchy. That's all.
Yeah, you just.
Did the Mardikovs kind of, at least notice this lady? She was kind of made a big entrance.
Oh yeah, she's like they waved to her. Like she approached them too, and like they had like a quick little like, hi, hello, how you doing?
All right.
As if they're friends.
I do move up quietly to them. I'm like, do not trust that one. Just a friendly word. And then I just kind of like go into a loud, hi, how are you and everything with him.
Harald, they both get, there is something weird actually. They say that they both share at once. Haralda is a dear friend. she can be trusted.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see Vasilla perk up from like across. What is her passive actually? 15. I get would Vasilla clock that with a 15? Like the simultaneous
They're
double
not
speed?
whispering it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What is?
Just interesting to be back in Vallaki. I go back and sit down.
Oh, how did you like to stomp through it?
That's
My father is rather proud of it.
it's woo. I've fought with a few stone druids, and yeah, that's about the lethality is about right there. Yeah, I like it.
Erwin and Danica will lift up their glasses. They continue to enjoy their dinner. You note with a wary heart that nobody else in the tavern seemed to have noticed them speaking like that in unison.
Oh, fuck. She got their votes.
Darmjan kind of lifts a mug and kind of quietly goes, looks like, yeah, to killing hags. Makes a toast.
Cheers.
As you say that, a few people said, to killing hogs!
They don't understand it. That's right.
I would, aye, to killing hogs! There's a bit of a ragged cheer going up in the tavern as people like knock their drink back, and Van Richten will turn to you all and say,
I'll look at Van Richten and
"That's
shrug.
the right move."
Just not here.
Yeah. Find out a lot about these deals, not just from what they say, but what they don't. He talks about,
Never make deals with politicians, hogs, or fiends.
It's perfect for all three because I
Gosh,
can barely
right here.
read. No contracts to sign if you can't read.
I look at him, I go, well, I already blew the fiends. I already blew the hags. Do gods count? He laughs.
Van Richten laughs as well. Well, it depends. If they have more than 2 eyes, or a little bit too happy to sacrifice virgins, maybe give those ones a mish.
I don't think that one's an issue. The feathers get everywhere, though.
I mean, you'd have to go out of your way real hard, but say it's possible to piss off trees. All right, don't.
I've seen a pissed off tree.
Oh,
Yeah,
We've all seen a pissed off
you
tree.
can deal with those damn drawers. Those
Yeah.
damn trees can stay pissed off for all I care.
Only some can move, so.
I don't think she'll be too much trouble. Even Night Hag, should she be without her coven, usually it would make her a lot more vulnerable, and I've dealt with lone hags before. What can Lego know? I'm still Von Rechten. I'll have Bashoon help me as well.
It makes you think, like, with the windmill and all, and how, trying to make a pitch with us just to secure, her enterprise, if we want to be facetious. But makes you wonder if anyone else has gone into the windmill before.
Not slowly.
Yeah. 400 years is a long time in Barovia. Must have happened at some point, huh?
put it lightly, every once in a while, adventurers make it to Barovia. Few of them stumble on the windmill secret. More than one has met their fate there, I tell ya. Barovia is littered with the bones of selfless outsiders.
I'm not a very good tenant. I think we need to evict him. I want my windmill.
All right.
Aye. Well, I'm as useful as a bag of stolen assholes, but I am itching for actions.
I mean, hey.
Have me. I'll go with you.
We'll rest up first, but oh yeah, let's figure out something. And at that point, I'm going to start like dragging Honor him out. I'm like, guys, I'm going to crash, and he's about to pass out. So.
All right.
Good
That's
evening
it.
to you, great company. Keep well.
We'll see you.
With that, the party is heading back to base, and I'm assuming to beds
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah, unless there's something going on, like in the town of Vallaki, there's some celebration that I don't know about.
Well, no, there's the weddings that the wedding you guys know about, and
Nah, we already saw that.
yeah, you guys saw that. Yeah, no, you guys arrive back home. Unless there's anything anybody wants to do before bed, I would say that you guys can have your long rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, those of you with rechargeable resources, please roll for them. There, if you have any wands or Arc Sage Hearts.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Ah, how could I
Anything
forget
like that.
my action surge? Hold on, who's that?
Character sheet, do the thing.
No, I mean at least a couple of you have like items that.
Yeah,
require
it's
wood,
variable
like
recharges,
adjustment
so yeah, it's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
recharge.
Yeah.
Back to 7 superiority dice.
Did it? I'm clicking long rest, but it's not doing anything. But anyway, I'll do those individually.
Long rest wouldn't do that for your items. It'll just do that for.
No, but it's not. It also didn't do my spell slots or anything else. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I don't know why that is.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just resetting my spell slots and then setting my counters up. Archsage's heart is. Oh my god, so many things to read. 24 plus 2. That's 4, 6. Okay, so it's charged. Noise.
Okay.
Symbol of Ravenkind. Says 4. Okay.
Alrighty, the body awakens in the individual rooms, and you guys can go downstairs, like have breakfast. The early morning, sound of the town of Vallaki is already underway. It's about, as you guys hit the bed pretty early, it's about 9 a.m. Honorum, you wake up with a horrible hangover, which will last you until the next 5 hours. Unless, somebody cures you or lays on hands on you. And, yeah. Your cook, Anya, is already guys can, she's already got breakfast ready for you guys.
Oh, sweet.
And you guys gather around the breakfast table. Breakfast today is cold slices of meat, as well as essentially what is kind of a Russian version of a ratatouille, where you know how ratatouille has a variety of vegetables. This is mostly turnips, potatoes, and carrots, stacked around half a baby piglet.
Okay. Let's see. Here's my that. Make sure it's caught up. So what do we need, guys? What are we doing today?
Well, sounds like we got two avenues. At least, well, three, but two of them are hot. That dickhead's up north right now with the Archdruid heart. And we got the windmill just down the road. Go to Ardenpost, but honestly, that sounds like it's gonna suck. But
Well, we could always go visit that, what's that drow fella's name that we need to talk to? He's close by.
Casimir.
Casimir, thank you.
that guy, yeah.
I don't know how happy it'll be to see us, but we could go there.
He'll probably be very happy, seeing as how we killed his brother for.
Well, he may be happy, but I don't think that little settlement's too friendly. They did kind of tell us not to come back.
Yeah.
But we could ride to the east end of town and let them know we're on our way. That might ease it a little bit.
See Priscilla, like, thinking, just rubbing the side of her head. I mean, like, running around saying hi to folks and pissing off a person or two is fun, but I'm in the mood to stick with priorities, believe it or not. Unless you think we can get something out of him.
Oh, he has some good information, supposedly. He promised some good information. The cost was high to get it.
Does it involve letting some disenfranchised little hag run around?
No, killing Strahd.
I don't know. I mean, if you guys think we can get something out of it, I don't mind. I want to see if there's any angles we haven't explored yet with any of the three situations we got left.
I think our friend has been held long enough at the windmill. We have dawdled and we have dallied. Time to face them directly.
Well,
Mill. Casimir. Hart.
I vote for the mill.
Yeah.
That
it
order.
is.
It's just whatever's at the windmill we can use. I'm hoping it's good, because the longer that werewolf's out there, the more he's going to be trying to get his numbers up. But we go ahead and do as much as we can, suit up, get some nice trinkets. It might not even be an issue.
Cast see invisibility before this whole conversation started, Dan, by the way.
Cast invisibility.
Yeah, before we started talking we started talking assuming that it was clear.
Yeah.
I see.
It's that
Would you like to give me a
imp
perception check, Fisk?
again. If it's that imp again, I'm kicking him in the ribs.
Well,
Fisk, would you like to give me a perception check, please? Five. Fisk, you're fairly certain you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I see Fisk looking around, and I kind of like glance around, just like, huh? What? Wow.
I don't know how much you'd be able to tell the difference between his just wandering.
You know what? That's fair.
his
That's
way
very fair.
to
Like,
him actually looking for something.
yeah, I think that 11 proves it. I like make a glance at the side of the room, and that's it. Yeah.
Basilica,
Yeah.
you see that on one of the chairs, somebody has rubbed a piece of snot that is dried onto the back of the chair.
I'm never sitting there again. I think I know which guard did it too.
I know which one of you motherfuckers did it.
You fat bastard, get over here.
Alrighty.
Clean this up.
So just a reminder, in case anybody missed it, Casimir is closer, much closer than the window. He is part of the Dusk Elves that are serving the Vistani, the Petrovic Vistani in the encampment to the south of Vallaki.
Like I'd rather go to the windmill when ready, which is at the soonest tomorrow. And we can go to see him now and not interrupt that.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say he's like just outside of Vallaki. I
Yeah.
thought he was a lot further south.
No.
Actually, you're gonna.
Like, he's essentially a couple of hours trek outside to the south of Vallaki. That's all.
Yeah, you
See
actually.
him first to knock that out, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Is
Get
just
some
do that, go
potions
back
and
to
go.
yeah.
In fact, you hear Vasilla being like, "So wait, where is this guy in the same direction as the windmill?"
Nah,
Like-
he's there's a little encampment outside the city.
Oh, really? Oh.
Well, it's not right outside, but you know, it's a little ride. But don't talk about it too much. They don't like anybody to know where it's at or anything.
Oh, okay. I know, like halfling villages are the same way. They don't want you talking shit about, or spilling the beans.
Yeah.
We almost lost a contract back at the guild because some people wouldn't stop yapping.
Oh, wait a minute. Anybody know where Esmeralda's hanging out at? Have we seen her or heard of her?
That's a good question. I'm trying to remember. I believe the last time that you guys heard from her, she said that she was headed to Vallaki.
Right.
Although, like I said previously, my life right now is kind of divided into
Yeah, exactly,
pre-baby
yeah,
and
so,
post-baby,
yeah.
so
Yeah. I was
Just
saying,
have her walk in the door.
did we happen to
guys,
hear? Yeah.
I think we were
guys,
at Honorum's tower, and she went back to Vallaki on her own. We were dealing with something.
Right, and we knew she got there because she was dealing with Van Richten. She was complaining about it bitterly.
Yep.
essentially, you guys also have a piece of a soul paper, which
Oh, right.
essentially tells you like where essentially it kind of like acts as a locate person. It
Right.
tells you the state of the person's health as well as their general direction. Essentially, like a locate per object, but for people. Which is,
I could also just ask Van Richten. I mean, they're,
Guys, the soul paper is pointing up. It's dumb.
I mean, I think it's probably in the bag of holding. So, like, if anybody, are you guys consulting this soul paper?
I don't want to waste it on this. I'll just go talk to Van Richten and ask him where she's at.
It's not something that gets wasted. It's basically like a constant. Like, it's not a magic item.
Oh, I
it's
thought
like
it
a
was.
compass.
I thought it was.
Literally just
I
put-
thought it was consumable. I'm like, oh no.
No.
Oh.
You just put the piece of paper in your. You just put the piece of paper in
Gotcha.
your hand, and then like you watch where it's moving.
Oh yeah. I was like, well, let's try this thing out, and he writes her name in the book.
Yeah, you you take out the small piece of paper, you lay it on the table, and you can see after a couple of moments it starts moving um, in an never eat seaweed in a northwestern direction. You can also put it on a map. Like, sorry, maybe this was like I'm looking at the question. I'm realizing this wasn't written. You can put it on a map. Like if you put it on a map, it will draw
we'd
to
go into
where
our
she
little
is on the map.
Yeah, we go to our little planning office there and throw it on our map of Barovia and see what it tells us.
She's right outside of Kresk.
Oh, that's too far. All right. Interesting. I wonder what she's doing out there. All right, so what do I do? Straight to Casimir and that encampment, or do we want to warn them we're coming? Kind of looks at everybody.
You guys do remember Arabella? You guys remember?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of people at the East Gate. Yeah.
Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should send something.
Definitely.
Send out a note.
All right, we'll just ride. You know, when we go, we'll just ride to the East Gate. Let them know. We'll find somebody we know. Drop message, and then just says, "Yeah, we're riding there now," and then just ride out to the South Gate.
Yeah, you guys remember that they had werewolves that they were allied with, that they were as gods in their woods. So up to you guys if you want to warn them or not that you're coming.
Yeah, we're just letting them know. I'm sure they can get word to each other somehow.
Like a sending spell.
Something, yeah.
So are you guys letting them know? Are they getting a sending spell from Honorim or something?
Honorim's call on that.
I've got a black crow that I can send, and they can talk and relay a message, or a silver crow rather.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thing's been in my pocket for a
Yeah,
while.
man. Yeah, send that thing. He's pointing at it like it's all cool. See how that does.
All right. Yeah, the silver raven figurine I think has been lying there in wait for the whole game. Varys, you retrieve the silver raven figurine. It is exquisitely crafted, and probably something your dad, your heart falls heavy for a second. Your dad loves these kind of knickknacks, and
I'll lift it up and I'll hand it over to. I'll hold it in front of Tarmagin's face and say, "Tell him what to say."
Yeah, it's great company. We're coming. Yeah. I wait for him to activate it. I'm like, yeah, it's a great company. We're coming by for a visit. Don't want to be rude and surprise you. And that's it. That's where he leaves it.
When you say the figure's name, Silverfeather, it activates, and it waits for you to speak. It nods.
Then I'll throw it up in the air and
That's as it flies off in the southerly direction.
We'll go up to Vasilla and kind of sit next to her on the floor next to her chair, looking up. He'll just look up at you and simply say,
Hold out her hand.
and I reach into my pouch and plop a very, very slimy, squishy, old, smelly ass giant eyeball
What the fuck?
from the spider. It just kind of into your hand.
Oh. What? What? Don't you dare walk away.
Squeeze it, break it, and she can see invisible things.
Oh, wait. This is, can I, like, identify... Can I, like, glance at this to, like, identify what creature this is? Or will we just straight up
Yeah,
know?
give me an Arcana check.
Is this advantage? Because
Give me an Arcana check, please.
I think
Is
she
this-
was
I'm not
was,
even gonna do
there.
was Vasilla there?
She was there. That was the
It-
first time. That
Yeah.
probably made quite an impact, actually.
it.
We
Okay, all right.
harvested
It's-
that
the-
giant
Yeah,
spider right in
yeah.
front of
Oh, right. Yeah,
Okay.
No,
It's the
she's
giant
like-
multi-eyed
that's right, yeah.
spider. It's one of its eyes.
She's like looking at it. She's like, "What? Ugh, you could at least pickle this thing." Ugh. Do I open it like an
Gonna
orange?
pickle this thing!
Ugh. All right.
I just picture a cat bringing its kill to you.
Break it. She's
I
like-
was
she
thinking
like-
the exact same thing,
You
too.
see her like cringe a bit, take the eyeball, and like on like the actual like pupil kind of, and then
Nope.
press it. It just open it.
Squelch. Like as you put your thumb to it, it squelches. in.
Let me
and
just
it
let me
kind
just
of
stop.
feels
And
like
and I
sticking-
as I see her doing this, I stop her. I try to stop her from doing. it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not doing this fast. I'm like, what?
Like
What?
I
Yeah.
Save for the hags.
Okay, all right. Okay, so not. I'm gonna go pickle this. Give me a second.
You only have so many of those left. Don't waste.
All right. I just. Okay. I'm only gonna need to use one, right? I'm not carrying any more. Okay. I'm gonna pickle this.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, good night.
Like you see, like your chef kind of comes in. Who wants seconds? And he's like, she sees like you just holding like this big ass eyeball. Never mind.
Do you have the jar?
Yes, I have many jar.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do you have one? Fuck, that jar might break. Hold on. Can you pickle in a keg? Can you
Just
pickle in a keg? Like a tiny little like wooden like barrel?
Fill it with pickle juice.
I
Just
have,
fill the jar with pickle juice. It'll work fine, man. It'll smell better.
I have jar. I have pickles. You want pickles?
Is jar wood? Like, is it wood?
No.
Do you
Jars
wood?
are made of glass.
That, but do you have something made out of wood I could use? We don't want glass to break. We know we're fighting, and just, you know.
She'll scratch her head. She'll like kind of like root her hair, and she'll give you like this box that usually, like you hear the sound of something being poured, and like she'll give you a box that was being used to store salt.
Is it like? Is it open up like a chest, or does it have like an actual like sealable lid?
It opens up like a chest, yeah.
You know what?
It is fairly water. It is fairly waterproof, like in order to prevent the salt from like getting wet.
Yeah, this is that's. You know what? No, don't worry. I'll take the jar. It's don't. Thanks though. I'll take the jar.
Okay.
It's just. Yeah.
Your
Just
jar.
I'll. You see, you're just like.
There's like one. There's like one last pickle like floating in it. She's just like.
You look. All right, fine. She puts it in the jar.
This waste of
Grabs-
pickle.
Yeah, I was gonna. She goes, finds another pickle jar, like gets two out of it.
You eventually, Vasilla, you get the thing you want. You get a jar, sturdy with any vinegar you want, and fucking pickles. And the party can make their way to.
Yeah,
The
I
party can
hate
make their way
to.
to the south gate. Your raven, by the time she's fucking done with those pickles, the raven returns. and it says, uh, "You are not welcome, but you will not be harmed. We will not. Do not bother us."
Good.
Better than being attacked on sight, I guess.
So we're leaving the town.
Yep.
Okay. So
Not permanently,
Will we
just
be-
hopefully for the day.
will we be passing where we could potentially get some supplies?
Nope.
Okay. Let's go.
Anybody
if
need
you
some
want,
pickles?
yeah, if you want some supplies, like you guys can.
These are my pickles.
Yeah. She'll give you guys like the like she goes emptying them out, and she'll give you guys like all these pickle jars. Like she had to open them, a whole bunch of them till Vasila found one she liked. So she just kind of like give the party a huge bag of all the pickles she had to like empty out of those jars, and you guys can just like crunch on them as you ride out the southern gate.
Yeah,
Red-headed Goldilocks.
Vasila chews loud, so just
And now I'm in the mood for pickles.
I am.
As you guys ride out, is anybody not taking their horse? Just to make sure that I'm full aware. Also, you guys can see Arodia speaks to you, Varys. Like, and you guys see that Arodia and Varys can actually converse. But although it sounds like she's speaking Celestial, Varys sounds like he's just going, nay, 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 nay.
I was
in response.
I
Nay,
swear
nay, nay.
I was gonna do a bit about like, oh wow, you can speak Farce, and then you drop that information and I can't do the bit anymore. You just speak Farce. Congrats. More of a Drew
Yeah.
than I
Also
am.
say nay.
Should say anything in
as you guys
particular, or-
cut through the early. Well, she basically just greets you and says how much
Okay.
how much you're a much better conversation than the other horses, because all they care about is horses of the opposite sex and hay. But you actually, now that she actually has someone to talk to.
Cool.
You guys, as you guys cut through the early morning mist and arrive at the foot of the forest, this creepy feeling soon sets in that you're being watched, like absolutely without a doubt. Very soon, as soon as like you kind of get like a little bit of ways into the forest, like the light does die down. It's kind of like the forest of Moria, where like the trees grow so close together, it kind of blocks out any light. So it's quite dim right now. Not completely dark, but it is quite dim. And as you go deeper and closer to where you guys remember the Vistani camp, soon enough, you guys can see like golden eyes and in the darkness, growls.
Hold on. I have to stop you. Did you say the trees of Moria? Like was that a Lord of the Rings reference?
That's why they got axes.
It was. It's where the
More-
hobbits were. Like where the dwarves and the hobbit were lost, and they were attacked by the spiders. They were hungry as hell.
Yeah,
That was
Moria's
Mirkwood.
Moria's a mine.
Yeah.
The dwarven mine. I doubt there are any trees.
No! No, I'm
Mirkwood.
exposed as a poser on stream. No! Cut this out, Kevin. Cut this out.
Oh, what the fuck's a Gimli?
maybe
Whatever, right?
Fangorn
My
Forest.
deepest apologies.
Bangorn was that
There we
Bangorn?
go. Yes.
I'm gonna. Varys is gonna activate his.
Was it a-
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No. It was somewhere. All I said is I remember it was don't fine. All I remember was somewhere that was like this really dark forest where they're like fighting,
Yeah.
they're starving, and you got lost over and over again. Yeah.
Mood
What
fits.
were you gonna
Just
say,
the name.
Ferris?
I was gonna say, while we walk out and we see these eyes and everything, I'm gonna activate my tattoo to my perception tattoo and really focus on if there's any immediate threat.
This is your first time seeing werewolves again in quite a while, Ferris. And already you definitely detect something very strange about these werewolves. They are staying. They're not just, pacing alongside. Some of them are even swinging silently from tree to tree with limbs that are far too long. Their maws have grown longer, their canines sharper, and in some of the cases you see additional eyes growing on cheeks, on foreheads here and there, or even a second ear, a second nose, or even a third or fourth limb. You see on the ground far below them, the wolves that are now accompanying them are also walking strangely, as if they're not quite certain how to walk in these bodies anymore. But more than anything, you can't shake off the feeling that everything about all of you is being devoured. Your scent, your sight attracts your living. There's a wet sound as the party moves deeper and deeper into the forest. Someone giggles hungrily. Something has been changing these werewolves.
Do they, by any chance, have red-ish fur?
You have super eyes, I forgot. Oh yes, quite. Pretty much all of the it's not all of the werewolves that are changed in this way, the largest ones are, and all of the ones that are changed in this way, including their wolves, have red tints in their fur here and there. You see like this imprint of a clawed hand when you do catch a snatch of their snitch. We catch a
Glimpse.
glance on them as they swing. A glimpse, thank you. As they swing from tree to tree or bounce around. They move almost like serpents, less like wolves. As you arrive at a massive tree that hides the entrance to the Vistani camp, there must be about 30 also living creatures that have gathered nearby. A spectacle starry night of red and yellow eyes watch the party hungrily. You hear a voice. Leave! Why don't you leave? The horse is here. A little welcome presents. A tip, as it were. You're not sure who spoke. All you can see is, distanced by the trees, hidden by shadows, are the red eyes and hulking furry shapes.
I'll roll my eyes and keep riding.
Bill looks not just annoyed, but peeved. Like even this is getting under her skin.
The wolves laugh. Vasilla, you particularly would not like this. You can tell that these have been touched by that one. And you swear that occasionally one of them tries to get close enough to sniff where you pass before ducking back into the trees. You remember that the massive oak, before you is how one enters. What do you do? It feels solid to the touch, however.
Oh. So I don't remember this being part of it.
Yeah,
All
last
right.
time there was just a
Just rode
camp
up.
there.
Yeah, we just rode
Yeah.
up last time, so this is new. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I look at it like, okay, this is new.
This wasn't. Last time you had Arabella with you. Another one speaks.
Oh. He knocks on the door, or on the tree like it's a giant door.
Donk donk. It doesn't feel hollow, it feels completely solid.
Would Vasilla's village have had a similar concealed entrance, or would she at least know of ways to conceal villages within the wilder nature?
You know what, Vasilla? Like, this situation actually does seem kind of familiar. You do know that there, this is definitely you would have seen something like this before. Like some of the entrances to the secret places in the village where, like, some, the relics and such would be stored, would have such places. Usually there is. Go ahead and give me a nature check with advantage, please.
Oh, so make or break it. Let's go. Get this roll, girly. Oh! The narrative crit. Let's go.
As each minute exactly, eh? As each minute passes, the operations step closer, becoming bolder. The horses begin to whinny and prance nervously, as like some. Well, are you guests or not? Surely they'd be open by now. Priscilla, you smile. You know exactly how these things work. Usually there's there is a password. If there's no password, there's always a twig or root that's kind of out of the way. But is close enough to usually be accessible with the easy touch or step. You look around and you immediately notice a root that seems to be a little bit too scuffed, much more scuffed than the rest of the roots. Not something anybody would notice, even if unless they knew specifically to look for such a thing. You get off your horse, you touch your foot to it. The tree center widens and widens and widens to allow you entry. Another time, sweetlings, another time. The Red Prophet sees, the Red Prophet tastes. The aberrated werewolves back into the shadows as the sound of astounding music carries through the tree's trunk.
Look at Vasilla turn and ride in.
Assuming the bell.
Yeah, look, that wasn't creepy.
Oh,
Cue the music and the party starts to walk through the tree.
Da, da, da.
you see
With
Vasilla
that,
kind of
gentlemen,
like
as the
tense.
body crashes. With that, as the party enters the tree, you guys can hear the sounds of the stunning music. In Fisk, you hear a whisper in your ear. Welcome back, handsome. It has been a while, hasn't it? And with that, we'll end tonight's session.
Fucking
of the Curse of
excuse
Scar.
me?
it